Gotta like that music. I'll turn it down here. What I want to do here, we do have Farm Sim 25 coming up real soon. What I want to do is actually show you what I did on my 3 base game map saves. We got Haut-Beyleron, Elm Creek, and Erlengrat. I just want to give a little tour of what I did with these base game maps. Maybe give some people some ideas on how they should do theirs. But first, I'll show how it starts originally, and then I'll show my save here. So we'll start with Elm Creek. Alright, here we are in the base game map, Elm Creek. This is where you start right on the porch, and you can see how everything starts with the original equipment. It's pretty low. They got a nice tutorial set up for this. Just want to do a little flyover so everybody can see how it kind of is, because when I load into my save, it's going to be just a little bit different. I actually haven't touched that save in a while, so I'm going to like to see it again myself. Nothing over here. And then the other farm that I got some stuff at is over here. But I'm just giving a quick showcase here of how it originally looks. And let's go on ahead and flip to my save. Oh, that's right, I got multiple months on or multiple days for the months. And yeah, so I got some greenhouses here in front. I actually put up some solar panels. I did get rid of those fields. I put up a shed here. Chicken shed. The sheep. And I started actually on horses. This was the last thing I think I put up. I kind of did some nice landscaping around it. It is January, so we got a little bit of frost here going. So that is over here. I made a little path back here. I combined those two fields. Everybody seems to do that. Again, this was my first game save on here. Oh, I went ahead and changed this building here and actually made it into a workshop. I think it was the only smart thing to do right there. And then I put this shed behind here. But look at all this behind here with the stadium lights. I have the cow farm, our manure, our pigs, and like everything else. Some storage there, the big shed. So I kind of went all out with the save, kind of like did everything I could do. It's quite nostalgia seeing this because, again, this was the first map that I played on. Went quite a ways with it. Big grain silos. Now, I will say that at some point I did kind of break down, and I think I cheated some money in, obviously. This would have taken a lot of time. I didn't go too crazy with it though, but I did do it. And then I want to show you the other farm that I showed over here. Now this is the grape area. So I did a little bit here of long straight rows. I think I was originally going to put some more up here and like split them, and then I never did that. And here we are to the main farm. Coming in here, we got some grapes. A shed built over here. And then I was starting a sheep farm over here. It's pretty cool having the vines on this hill here. Alright, let's move on to the next map. Alright, of course, Haut-Beyleron. This is what you start with. And I'll show you this right now. My farm is drastically different. So let's just take a good look at this, what you start with. And then we'll go to my farm save. And here we are on my save. I spent some time actually landscaping this one, doing quite a bit of different things. Of course, you still have the starter farm here, or the starter house, I should say. We got some nice bushes around it with the trees. And it's just drastically different from what you start with. Put in some decorations. Hayloft silo. This actually goes uphill a little bit here. I actually had to move it up to get rid of those curbs so they wouldn't bleed through. And it's kind of interesting the way it's laid, isn't it? Couple fences, fermenting silo, this old barn back here, and then we got some grapes right back here. Just a small little field of them. This was always kind of one of my favorite ones that I really worked on. Bit of a hill there with the rocks. And I kind of changed the fields up back here and kind of made them smaller just because I had smaller equipment. Makes it a little more enjoyable sometimes if you got small equipment to have small fields. So yeah, I definitely broke that one up and made some more roads in between them. And there we go. That's what we ended up with on Haut-Beyleron. Let's check out the last map. Alright, here we are on Erlengrat. This is what you start with, a little barn. I guess it's actually, there is no barn, it's just a open cow field here. A little bit of a shed. Now this was the previous, on the previous Farming Simulator 19. I did not play that game. I kind of took a break after 15 and came back on 22 here. But this is what we got to start with. And let's move on to what I have. And here we are with my playthrough map. I did use a bunch of mods. I can't remember the name of this one. We got ourselves a milk barn. I was testing out the Vermeer equipment on here. And we got ourselves a pallet area for the eggs. And we got a couple spots for silage so I can fill one and ferment the other. And use the one while I'm using the other. Also the manure area here. I made a little dirt road going down this hill. Heading over to there. Kind of interesting when you see it. I made this field in front here too. This is all grass on the original. Yeah, and a bunch of Kubota equipment. This is basically my Kubota game save. I got all the Kubota accessories and then the tractors as well. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just figured I'd just give a nice little tour since Farm Sim 25 is coming out. And kind of give a look back at Farm Sim 22.